All right, this week's video is on the mental aspect of competing. Let me tell you a quick story how you might know that you need this. Let's say that you do really good numbers in training, and then when you go to a meet, you don't come near those numbers. And let's say you don't hit them at all, and it just seems to be a reoccurring theme. There's a lot of things at play, but the mental aspect most people forget. I have two key points for you. We're going to talk about self-belief, and we're going to talk about focus. This is also why here at Project Lift, we're holding monthly competitions that are sanctioned and set up, designed for athletes to get more experience competing. Let's get into it. All right, self-belief. It sounds a little foo-foo, but it's anything but foo-foo. If you don't believe that you can hit the weight that you're stepping up to, you're not going to hit it. I remember the first time this lesson was taught to me, it was in Little League Baseball. If you step up to the plate and you don't expect to hit the ball, guess what? You're not going to hit that ball. But let's look to another athlete. Let's look to an Olympian of how she struggled about self-belief in a video that I had done prior, but let's bring it back because it's very relevant for competitions.
So one of the biggest problems I had before 2012 was when I would step up to a bar, automatically in my head, without even me, like I was always a very confident person, but when I'd go up to that bar, I'd go, this is extremely heavy, you can't do this, this is a big number, this is something you've never tried before. Like it would just come flushing in and there was like nothing I could do to control it. And I would just keep on lifting. Well, it was actually funny because once I realized that that was happening, and I was lucky enough to have Drew in my life to kind of coach it out of me of what was going on and like actually think about what I was thinking at practice. I realized those thoughts were just flushing in, and it was so weird for me because I remember I'm super confident in every other aspect of my life. Why in the world is my own mind tricking me? But once I got over that, we started working on, I couldn't control those thoughts at that time, but what I could do is control my reactions to that. So when I'd walk up to the bar and all of a sudden I'd start thinking, this is too heavy, this is a PR, this is way too much, like those thoughts would roll in, I would step back away from the bar, I would take like 3 deep breaths, and I would start thinking positive thoughts. I'd think, this is easy, I can make this, I've been preparing forever for this, you know, like things that are just super motivating. And at first it was like every single lift I had to step away and reprogram the way I was thinking. And then it got to be like every 3rd lift, then every like 5th lift, and it just got to this thing where now I never have those thoughts anymore. And it may happen once every blue moon that those thoughts come into my head. But that's what really got me through having self-doubt.
So focus is our second key point, guys. And what we have to remember is focus could mean a number of things. You need to understand how you focus during a competition, whether it's where your mind is during warm-up, where your mind is pre-competition, where your mind is walking up to the bar on the platform. Focus is important. Let's look at another top-level athlete that struggled with focus and some of their comments on it and how it's really made an impact in their career.
One of the biggest issues I had was I'd worry a lot about other people and the rankings and what everyone was doing and what they could do and what their potential could be, and not really focusing on myself or not worrying about things that are out of my control. And one thing that I do to help me not focus on that is I delete Instagram when it gets close to a competition. I don't put it on my phone, and I leave it on my iPad, but I'll delete all of my friends that are weightlifters, and I'll only follow like my sponsors or my family when I know that I won't see any weightlifting videos in my feed, and that way I'm just like super zoned into me and what I'm doing, and I just kind of be a little selfish.
So to wrap this up, guys, real quickly, we'd just like to recommend the book that we've given a number of our athletes and we continue to do, and that's The Art of Mental Training by DC Gonzalez. And it's a great start to enter this area of discussion and to start having realizations of ways your mind's playing tricks on you at competitions and how you can improve. Good luck, guys, and we'll see you next week. And on a final note, guys, here at Project Lift, we're going to be holding monthly competitions to provide an environment for athletes to get more practice in at competing. If you're interested in following this and seeing how it grows throughout the year, there's a link below where you can sign up for an email list, and we'll send you updates of the dates the competitions are going to be on and any changes at all that come up. Now, good luck, and go out there and compete, even if you don't feel ready.